let's go into it. What do you think we're getting next chapter? Straight up, what do we see?
Asadan, immediately. I'm like, I will continue to say Asadan every chapter because it's like
Every single
this
chapter.
is my kumbaya, okay? This is my kumbaya.
Okay. Welcome to another episode of the Public Safety Special Broadcast, episode 7. Here, going on 2 months almost of these. About to hit 100 subs. Like and sub right now. Boom. We're gonna break YouTube this time. This time for sure. Maybe, because we have quite a chapter coming down the pipe. But before we get to that, let's go through the introductions. I am Public Safety Communications Division Vice Captain Secret Doves. I'm age 33, and of course, my contract is with the War Devil. Let's go around and say our name, age, and devil contracts. Moving on.
All right. My name is Crash. I am 30 and I have a contract with the YouTube devil. He's very scary.
That's horrible.
Ooh,
That's
I feel bad for you.
Yeah.
My name is Yuzo,
Sure.
and I'm 17, and I'm contracted with the Tomato Devil.
That's right. Sticking to
Yes,
canon lore, yes.
of
Tying
course.
into the kayfabe of the broadcast. Thank you, Zuzu. Tomato Devil. Returning guest. Had to bring her back for this chapter.
Yes.
That, okay. Let's just.
I mean, we got Asa. It's an important chapter.
Not bury the lead. We got Asa back. We got Yoru back. Asa and Yoru are back in this chapter. Oh, they're back in a big way. Before we get to that, let's just go front to back because this was a really meaty chapter. We're going to try and go through all of it.
Yeah.
Page 1, the Chainsaw Church is cooked. They're done. They are getting packed up. Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
we have this whole arc setting them up. It's over. How do you feel about that, guys? What is that?
I mean, I think they've kind of done their job. They introduced the main characters of the church. They're probably going to survive this and continue. And that the church itself, I don't think it has done its job, and now it's time to be blown up
Mm,
in good Fujimoto form.
Okay.
yeah. I think it was a really fast, like, it was so short. We didn't even
Right.
get to the meat and bone of the Chainsaw Church, but we got the overall idea, so I think it's not that crucial. It's really interesting because the focus here is on the characters, not the institution,
Yeah.
which is
Fujimoto
better.
introduces an institution and is like, I hate it so much, I'm just gonna get rid of it immediately. I don't like
That's
them.
the same.
I
Not
will.
public safety though.
No, not public
That's
safety.
eternal.
He
Yeah.
he lets them stick around because they have cool outfits. I will say,
I
I
bet.
it's kind of crazy. I let me just look it up right now. Zuzu and I were talking about this on Twitter that this, yeah, 2 days ago. So the within a week of Fujimoto dropping this chapter. In real life Japan, the Japanese government is moving to dissolve the Unification Church, the cult.
Foreshadowing.
actual, actual. He foreshadowed IRL. How does he do it? Insanity. But
Yeah.
it's actually kind of crazy to drop this chapter in the midst of like like the former prime minister of Japan gets assassinated, and now the government is dissolving a big, like crazy cult. I I was just like,
Yeah.
what?
It's
Okay,
eventually the Simpsons of Japan.
I kind of he like this guy. He doesn't really care. There is like a. I mean, I'm always talking about this. But there's like this political undercurrent that I do think sometimes gets lost on the international
Yeah.
audience because he just
Mm.
puts it in. He just like says, you know what, I'm just putting it in.
I wonder how the Japanese fans feel about it.
Yeah, I do too. I wonder if
Yeah.
anyone is like thinking about it that way. I mean, I'm sure they are. Of course they are.
Yeah.
They aren't really talking about it, but I wish that they would.
I
It's
I mean, I'll post some stuff. I'll point it out, dude. It's gonna be crazy.
you'll make them talk.
Yes, I will start the problems. I will start problems as I do. Okay. Church is done apparently. Apparently. According to this chapter. Oh my god.
And it's
Next.
crazy. It's been everywhere. The church is like in all kinds of cities,
Yes, it's in the
right?
entire country. It's not just the Tokyo thing. It's in
It's
Yeah.
crazy.
Kanagawa, Fukuoka, and Osaka. Which I mean that's really like the Unification Church. Well, they took over a cult, right?
Ooh,
There was a cult that existed, and then they made it into the
I feel
Chainsaw
like
Man
we all
Church.
already know what kind of cult that is.
Yeah, I mean the Unification Church is bad, and I think this has been a clear nod to that whole thing, all those
Yeah.
issues. But the real world aside, moving on to the next page, public safety has known about Yoru apparently this
That's
whole time.
crazy. How did they even know?
Okay, well, okay,
Was it
then
Yoshida?
I mean,
I assume so. I mean, they're. I was gonna say they're like stalking Denji. They could have find it
Hmm.
that way.
I
But I'm
I,
not sure if
I will say,
when it's.
oh, keep going.
No, I was gonna say I don't remember if there was a lot of times where Yoru was Yoru in front of Denji. I remember there was one when she tries to transform into a weapon,
Yeah,
Yeah.
the
but I'm
kiss.
not sure if that would be.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm not sure if that will be enough to alert like public safely. Like, oh, that's the war devil. I don't think that
well, okay.
they
I
would.
will
I
say,
don't know.
Denji is not like, you know, Denji is not young Conan, right? Like this is not the
Yeah.
genius
Yeah,
detective. Meanwhile,
He's just a guy.
I
yeah.
mean, Yoru was like just balling out of control during the Yuko attack, and I mean, she was fighting with the spear during with the Eternity Devil,
Hmm.
and
Mhm. And she's
also
been on television, I guess, as well.
yeah, she's been on TV this whole time. Like
Yeah, I forgot about that.
it's not exactly probably if you're not Denji, not too
Hmm.
hard to figure out something's going on. It's like what's she doing? How why can she fight like this? So they know about
Yeah,
her.
but from there to like figure out that she's the war devil, but they clearly have like a way of identifying the devils, as we'll see in this
Right.
very chapters. So
They
Yeah.
they do indeed. They do indeed. They are going after Asa and Yoru, as we see at the end of the chapter. We'll get to that. Uh, and then everyone was wondering what's going on with Barama on the roof. Absolutely nothing is happening with Barama on the roof. Apparently, this dude's cooking nothing.
No, 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 no. Wait, wait. He is cooking something.
You think so? He's
I
cooking
mean,
a
with the
song.
kumbaya,
Yeah.
definitely.
You think so? Okay. Okay. We'll talk
I
about
don't
that.
think he's praying like it's shown that he's really serious about believing in God. So I don't think he's like praying for nothing.
Yeah.
Mm.
It
I,
has to be something.
it's gotta be something. This has to be something, right? Right, Fujimoto? Right? Yeah.
Please?
You
I
can
mean,
never know.
you never know because on this page, in one page, Fujimoto flipped two things that the fandom was all worked up about on their head. Barem not transforming or attacking anything, just he's just sitting there, he's not doing nothing.
Yeah.
And no Reze, right?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
We're
yeah.
all like,
Reza
let's
isn't
go Risen
moving.
now.
We were all ready for Reze, you know? So, so let's
I'm
talk.
glad it's at least acknowledged in some kind of way.
I
I
mean,
mean, even if it's not specifically talking about Reza, it's at least talking about other hybrids.
yes. They are talking about it. Do you think Reze is with public safety? Because they didn't say she isn't there. They also didn't mention her.
Yeah, but like if she was, why wouldn't she be there? That is the question. Um,
Yeah, why wouldn't they bring her out for this operation?
yeah, I
That is.
mean they destroyed the church without needing her, I guess so. But
Yeah, maybe she's in Hokkaido, you know?
yeah,
Maybe.
Zuzu, do you think she's in there or no?
I don't think
You don't
she's
think?
in there. I think she's probably taken back by the Soviet Union.
Yeah.
If Kishibe didn't like, I don't know, give her back to them or did anything. I mean, he was the one who collected them with Denji, right? At the end of chapter 96.
We don't see him collect anybody. Like we don't know what happened to these creatures after the Makima
Oh,
fight.
creatures. Okay. They're not even
they
hybrids at this
look like
point. They're just
monsters to you.
creatures.
Look, when they're transformed, they're kind of spooky.
They are.
Devilish, you could say.
Yes,
Yeah.
devilish. We don't know. We don't know what happened. Kishibe handled Makima and then she right, but as to the charred remains of all these weirdos, we have no clue how that all went down. I don't really expect to ever find out, right? Like that's not something. Nah.
If it's not
Yeah.
serving the purpose of the story, probably not.
Yeah, it would just be like
Yeah.
random details, right? Like who cares? As
I
long as
think I think we'll see her at some point.
yeah, I think he set
She
it up
gotta be.
now. Yeah.
Reze versus Asa next chapter.
But
Yes,
yes,
please.
okay, let's do it. Fuck it, let's ball out of
The
control.
Yuri. Oh
yes,
my
yes.
god, guys.
Yoru's gonna wash
Open your mind.
Yoshida, and then that's when Reise has to come in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Of course, we've got it.
I want to mention something. Barim was trafficking and furnishing devil contracts to the kids at the church.
Yeah.
I
So he probably knows the devil
oh
who
the
was contracting
yeah
the whole
whoever
time.
the secret Justice Devil
Yeah.
is, which again,
Mhm.
by the way, on the very next page, just some more lore dump. Insane
Yes.
Wall of Decks chapter. Thank you, Fujimoto, for that. Uh, we discover the identity of the Justice Devil. Who is the Justice Devil? It was that stupid fucking worm thing. That
Ew.
what? What?
Disgusting.
All right, let's go fully in. What the hell is going on? What do you guys think is going on? What is
I
what is this?
don't know.
I mean, of course not.
Neither do I. This is too complicated. I
Yeah,
mean, what is he cooking? What is Fujita cooking, guys?
this is to me though. This is a very like Fujimoto type plot development. You know what I mean? I feel like
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, just it reminds me of like the Gun Devil, where it's like the first half of part one's like it's all about the Gun Devil, and then it's like
yeah.
no, it isn't actually.
yeah, you're like what?
And yeah, yeah,
But
Yeah.
this feels way shorter.
Oh, like what are
Mm.
we like? He's going wild with this. Like,
Yeah,
what is
Yeah,
this? It reminds me of like the ending of Goodbye Eri. You know what I mean? You're like, okay,
yeah,
she's like a
yeah.
vampire, and then there's
yeah.
like
It's
all of
switching
a
the narrative.
sudden there's like all of this lore that he just dumps on you, and you're like, what the fuck are you talking about, dude? What is this? Brain death and the cycle of
Yeah.
you're like, huh? Okay, sure, I'm down. But okay, this thing was the actual Justice Devil, which design wise kind of makes sense. It's got some kind of like robe thing going on. It had the hammer
Yeah.
like a gavel, I guess. Okay, do you think this is really the Justice Devil though? For real?
I think so.
You think so?
I think so. I think this is the big plot twist we've been waiting. Um,
Yeah,
I don't know because even they are like, are you sure? Because that doesn't make any sense. They're like, yeah, yeah, no, this is the Justice Devil. So yeah, I'm gonna say I think it is.
Mm. Zuzu, are you in? Are you in on this being the real deal?
I think it might be. But with Fujimoto, it might he just
You
confuses
never
you.
know.
Like
You
as
never
long
know.
as he can't confuse you, the story is peak, great.
Yeah,
Everyone's gonna be, oh my fucking god. It's the same every time.
yeah. But
True.
if we think about it, like the Justice Devil is not as big of a devil as the others are getting like that they're being here like major threats, like famine and falling devil. I don't feel like Justice Devil's on that level. I'm expecting for us to be revealed that the real devil is someone along those lines.
Okay. The big guess is that it was actually Fami this whole time. That is the current
Yeah,
hype
I've seen
rumor.
that theory. I'm not sure if I how I feel about it. I mean, it kind of makes sense, and I've seen like some people saying like famine is actually just a double. This isn't, which that one doesn't make as much sense. She had the earrings that
Yes.
kind of
Scales?
remind me
The
of, yeah,
scales, yeah.
the scales exactly.
The scales, which
Um,
famine is traditionally depicted with. This could
yeah.
be one
Yeah.
of those things, like how Makima was revealed as the control devil, but like control is not really the usual name that you associate with that horseman of the apocalypse from lore. I think it's pestilence, right?
Hmm.
Is the
Oh,
usual
yeah.
one.
I think
Is
the
she supposed
translation
to?
for Makima, it's not actually control. I mean, it's really. I think I have read maybe like a few months ago about it, that it's like dominance, not control.
Right.
Hmm.
But if you said dominance devil, everyone will think like different
Yeah.
things about it. So
There's like
control is a better way to say it.
Yeah. Yes.
Horseman of the Apocalypse.
Yeah.
What were
Normally
the
it's what?
ones? Because I forgot. I remember from the games that I forgot the
Yes.
name. What was the names?
Death, famine,
The
uh
Death, famine, control.
pestilence. Wait,
First
who are
Horseman,
Mm,
Pestilence.
sorry, guys.
So, first Horseman rides a horse, perhaps in looking canvas. Second carries a sword.
right.
Okay, so war. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
War,
War,
death,
pestilence, death, and
famine,
famine
and
are
yeah.
the normal four, but he switched it out for control. Pestilence is control. kind of aligns it because Makima uses like rats and crows, like she uses pests as her
Yeah.
tools. Things like that. That
Reading the
kind of
Wikipedia page of the Four Horsemen of the Apocalypse, in John's revelation, the first horseman rides a horse, carries a bow, and is given a crown as a figure of conquest,
yep.
perhaps invoking pestilence. So there we go. Conquests.
Conquest,
Yes.
pestilence, famine,
Yeah.
justice. You see what I'm feeling?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You see what I'm
yeah.
thinking
I feel
here?
like we're falling for a trap here. Maybe it really
I
is family, but there's something more going on.
Yeah, I just don't think this
Yeah.
dumbass worm thing can be the fucking Justice Devil. You know what I mean? I don't know. I feel like maybe he's getting the name Justice because the
I
Justice Devil used it or something.
yeah.
But
I'm thinking differently. I think like this is Justice Devil, and whatever else was just using a different name.
sure, I mean, it
And
was
so the Justice Devil is not a big devil. That's what I think.
right. I mean, Justice isn't that scary, right? Be
I mean,
kind of
it is a
weird.
little bit,
A
but
little bit, sure. Is it?
it depends. It always like depends because it's like justice. It's not justice that is scary; it's like the lack of justice. But that could be incorporated into the devil because the rules of that is always like
Yeah.
weird.
I mean, there's no real power scaling here for
Yeah,
Chainsaw Man.
Yeah, it's just meanings.
Oh man, the Gojo Makima debate is gonna be incredible.
I mean,
Everyone,
it's obvious Makima would win. Like,
I mean, she's
I
insane.
mean the biggest. Who
low
was
diff.
the? That his name. The biggest villain was not Mike. The dude from IQ. Forgot his name. The one. The pool.
Oikawa,
We were talking about him.
yeah,
We didn't give it
Oikawa.
all. Yeah.
That's the
That
power
one against
scaling we.
Makima.
That's the one we do need, dude. That is
Yeah.
the real. How can anyone defeat Oikawa on the court? No one can, except for
Nobody.
that he like
Yeah.
lost in Haikyuu
Yeah.
twice. But
Spoilers.
hold on, are you telling me this guy loses? All right, Justice Devil. Who knows? Could be Fami. Could be anybody. Knowing Fujimoto, there's gonna be some new twist coming down the pipeline. Who has
It's
any
actually the
idea?
Blood Devil.
Yeah,
That's my guess.
it's the
It's the
Death
Blood Devil.
Devil. It's the Death Devil. It's
Um,
gotta be.
That would-
There we go. Of course, we gotta bring that in. But moving on to the back half of this chapter, the final
Asa
stretch.
Mitaka.
Asa's
Fine.
back
Let's
over
Asa
2
Nation won this
months.
time.
Over.
I'm the least excited of these three.
That's true. Asa and Yoru back on the same page. 2 months. Very unceremonious. They're just watching TV.
Yeah.
No big introduction. Just a little transition, and they're watching the news.
I don't
Uh,
know why you
Wait, it's
expected anything
really
else.
that little of transition. We get like in that case, it's looking like the devil they made contract with was never the Justice Devil. So we get a
Yeah.
big reveal, and then we
mhm.
get Asa,
Yep,
is
It was
which
the
is
War
an
Devil.
even more big reveal. No.
yep, yep. And public safety is after them. Uh,
Yeah.
Asa decides to turn her room into a weapon.
Becoming almost. How does that? How does that work? That
you
like
know,
physically? How,
you know. Well, we
what
might find
Does
happens?
she
out.
care about her things?
Yeah, let's
I
talk
mean,
about it. Let's talk about this character development. Asmitaka has apparently changed quite a bit.
quite
Yeah.
a bit is an understatement.
Yeah,
She changed a lot.
yeah.
Yeah.
She's
She wouldn't be doing this.
she's prepared to destroy her entire house, her home, to fight back
Sad.
against the. You're sad about it. What makes you sad about it?
I feel like we're losing her. I
The
don't
fan
know. I
cell.
feel like a lot of people want her to get this arc of her going through corruption, but it's still really sad. I can't. watch my favorite character just get so changed and get this warp perception. It's hard. It's like watching your kids grow up, right?
Yeah.
I'm trying to make it relatable, okay?
Mine only is only 5 months. I haven't experienced that.
She hasn't.
You'll understand it soon.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Trust me.
he hasn't destroyed any of your property yet.
Nah, just throw like one of his glasses to the floor.
Uh,
That's it.
soon,
Oh no,
soon he will turn half of
bad.
your
Yeah.
house into a sword, and then you'll be like,
As
man.
long as it
That's
doesn't
hell of a
turn me into a
problem
sword.
child.
I mean, it's a pretty. It's kind of in line though with the trajectory she's been on, though, right? Because ever
Yeah,
since Yuko, I mean, she's been trying to make powerful weapons, right? That's the whole deal with her and Yoru. That's
Mhm.
their move is Asa makes some crazy weapon and then Yoru goes and fights. So they've been doing this for this entire time, which pisses me off because that means Yoru's been
same.
doing these sick fights with cool weapons. Oh, we've just been
That's
watching.
what worries you.
Yeah, and we've just been watching Denji be sad. It's like, what the fuck? There were badass fights going on with Yoru
And I'm watching
off
depression.
screen.
I
Oh
feel
my
like if we
god.
had one chapter of them just going, I don't know, just fighting it out, it would be great. Fujimoto, it would
Yeah.
be
Yeah.
great.
Well,
Fujimoto,
Please,
please. Flashback.
please,
please,
Flashback
please.
us.
please.
Well, he knows what we want. That's why he's keeping it. That's why he's
Exactly.
that's why he's keeping it like this fucking guy, dude. I can't handle this kid. What is wrong with him?
I
We
just want to mention, I absolutely love the paneling of the when Yoshida says "War Devil," get on the ground and stuff like that.
Oh,
Yeah, the
yes.
door.
Yeah.
It's always the doors, man.
Always the
Yeah.
doors.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And the parallel to the gun fiend, I liked it.
This whole chapter is low key really good paneling. It's not
Right?
As
flash
usual.
as always. It's not very flashy, but there's actually I did a little analysis of like the lighting positioning in this one, and it's actually really intricate. He very uh, intentionally gives all the lighting directions as the sun is setting, right? He's got the sun setting in the
Mhm.
west and casting light on all the different surfaces here. So in theory, you can figure out, where everybody is relative to each other just
Yeah.
from the lighting there,
Hmm.
which is kind of nuts. He's a
Yeah.
he's a weirdo.
He's a creep.
Yes. We get a brief moment of Asa and your interaction, which is always ah thank you.
Great.
Thank you, Fujimoto. I
It's like
love
a little dessert.
yes, finally a treat. I I love that Yoru is like surprised at what Asa was planning to do.
Yeah.
Same. It's really interesting how they've grown.
Yeah. Because Asa wouldn't be doing this like like chapter one. Even maybe even
Oops.
the last time we saw her, she might not be doing this.
Okay, why when do you think she comes up with this plan, by the way? Since when has she had this idea?
I don't know. I feel like it must have been, yeah, of course, sometime in between the boat appearances, because she like the situation is getting a little bit desperate. She's being on TV. People know about her. I'm sure she's been through the possibility that people are going to come for her.
Right.
Um, but I don't even know like exactly how much time has passed since like she appeared in like Chainsaw Man
Yeah.
timeline.
The timeline is very loose as per usual. Fujimoto not helping us out at all with the messed up uh the messed up calendars that he had there. Oh, we need to get the volume correction. Looks like Suzu went on mute for a second. There she is.
Yeah, there was just a lot of noise. I had to cancel it out.
Yes.
It's still not clear if it's 98 or 99. Like
Right.
we don't know
Yeah.
the year at all.
It
I
should.
feel like it's 99.
You think
It
it's?
should be,
You think it's 99?
but
The apocalypse is coming down the
uh,
pipe.
it's
It's thousands.
it's
If
more
you were alive
logically
then, yeah. If
it
you were
would be
alive
more
then,
logically correct if it was
yeah,
99, but
yeah.
it has to be 98 because what 2 years gone by and like what about the ages? What about school? Guys, what's going on?
Yeah. That
I feel like he doesn't even care.
if it
I
was
don't think he does.
no, if it was 99, that would make Denji 18. Just saying. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? That would that
Still.
that
What
would
kind of point are you trying to make here?
that would solve some minor issues with the story that have happened thus far.
Minor
But yeah,
issues. Okay.
yeah,
Yeah,
you see what I mean? You see what I'm saying?
but hasn't it been said that he's a minor, like in the story?
In
I
part
think, yeah.
one,
No, I wasn't when. I'm so bad with names.
hmm?
When the girl touched him in the cinema, didn't he say he was a minor?
Fumiko?
Yeah,
No, I don't think so.
he didn't. Mm,
No. He said that he had his little flashback where he was talking about not getting honey trapped again, but or his little imagination. But he didn't come out and say I'm literally neurodivergent and a minor. By the way, he did not drop that piece of lore. We don't know how old he is, which is just sickening. You're a sick man, Fujimoto.
Sick man.
I think
Just horrible.
that after that chapter, someone updated the wiki so that he was 18, and then they changed it because it's not
Oh.
confirmed. So no one knows. But
Just swiftly
the time,
18.
yeah, swiftly check it out. But timeline aside, we get to the real crux of the chapter, the real meat of everything that's going on.
The juicy part.
Yes, this is
Yeah, let's go.
lore dump over. Asa Yoru back, taken care of. Get him back in the mix. Asa's gone insane. Love to see it. Yoru
Well, she's
is
not totally insane. She still gets surprised about the church.
true. She didn't know about the church, apparently.
Yes.
Unless she's faking it for the cameras. But
What cameras?
that's what I'm
What
saying.
cameras
or
are
the
you talking
Fujimoto
about?
Yeah.
camera.
She's lying to the audience. Yeah.
Well, I guess.
No. She did
Truman's
not
show.
know which one.
Actually, everything is false. They're just making a show about Denji. They're just fucking with him. That's a plot
Yeah.
twist at
It's just
Chainsaw Man.
goodbye, Eri, all over again, guys.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's it.
This is we're doing the Truman Show. Let's go. What a twist. That was good to see though, actually, before we get to the very end and we get into the heated questions. It was good to see that Asa doesn't she was not aware, right? She had not
Yeah,
gotten deeper into the church.
I'm glad.
Yeah, because that was one of the things that we didn't really know about, right? Ever since we found out about the church, we were like,
Yeah.
is Asa in here? What's going on? I don't know. It has been kind of a weird development with her, right? Like, why do you?
We haven't seen her in 2 months, and now we see this. You
Yeah,
mean?
yeah. It's like,
Yeah.
so apparently she was just going to fight devils. Like she didn't.
Well, she's better at cooperating with Yoru, so
True.
that's good change.
That is nice. I mean, I
Let's get to the juicy part,
okay.
guys. Let's get
Let's
juicy.
get to it. Enter
Stop meddling.
enter the man himself. The our homosexual king, Yoshida.
I love how how you guys talked about it last chapter, and he
Yeah,
just appeared.
we summoned him with our
Yeah.
with by making fun of him basically for an hour on the podcast.
It was like, oh yeah, yeah, you made fun of me. I'm gonna cut your favorite character's arm.
Yeah, I was trying
You
to
kept
like
asking, "What's his deal?" Now we know.
do yeah,
Congrats.
what was he up to? So, okay, he busts in. Man, there's a lot of fancy dancing here. He busts in while Barem is singing, busts down the door as Asa is,
Praying,
yes,
praying.
praying. Singing an old American spiritual from the origins of slavery, Kumbaya, a classic
Yeah,
American song.
it's really fitting.
It's a great song. Um, he's singing. Yoshida's in. Asa, one winged angel. One arm. Oh my. Uh, Yoshida cuts Asa's arm off to close the chapter. Let's talk about it. So, what's Yoshi? What's just to run it back? What's Yoshida's deal? What's his deal here?
It's another one of those. I don't know, man. Um, he doesn't look happy to be doing this. That's what I'll say.
Mm-hmm.
He looks very, very like tired. I won't even say sad. He's just like, when you're after a day of work, like on a Monday,
Yeah,
you still have everything else left. You're like, just
it's probably the same for him.
yeah, it's probably a Monday. He's just like, oh god.
If I remember correctly, he was trying to fend off Asa off of Denji. I feel like he tried to like get some distance from the public safety and her while
Mm,
still keeping an eye on her, but eventually you gotta do what you gotta do. That's the job.
yeah, this is just his assignment. Do you think he took this assignment? Like,
mm,
I
I'm
think
not
he took
sure.
it if he was like I'm gonna just say it. He's like probably Kishibe's son. So Kishibe might have told him about Denji, or like from what we've seen in the past, he's been Denji's bodyguard. So
Yeah.
I feel like he has some sort of connection that he doesn't want Denji to like. From what we've seen, the public safety even like let Asa slash Yoru transform Denji into a weapon. It'd be easier for them, a lot
right?
easier. But Yoshida didn't do that, so
Yeah.
it was probably intentional.
So
So
you
seeing that he has to do this to Asa, I don't think he really wants to do it.
right.
It's like regretfully.
My guess was that so around the time Fumiko shows up, and everybody hated that. Um,
Yeah.
around the time Fumiko shows up is when Asa is after Asa is on TV, right?
Mm-hmm.
Asa gets famous. Yoshida leaves Denji duty. I'm guessing he
Oh,
got put on Asamitaka duty after
Mm.
after she showed up on TV. You know, he
yeah, like first.
I don't know if I think he might have taken the role. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? He was like, I
Yeah.
try to keep this girl out of trouble.
Mm-hmm.
Now she's fucking Chainsaw Man. You know what I mean? Here I
Not
dealt
literally though.
right. I dealt with this Chainsaw Man. Now there's now Asami Taka's Chainsaw Man. What is this? You know what I mean? Like what?
What's going on?
So now he has to
Yeah.
take care of the other Chainsaw Man, the new face of this
The
conflict
church.
that he was
Hmm.
trying to handle. You know what I mean? He was trying to hold it
Yeah.
down, and now it's just back with Asami Taka. So my guess is that
Yeah.
he's switched over then. And
Mhm.
like Zuzu said, he was trying to, the whole time he's just trying to let kids be kids, not have any, not
Right. It's like he said so himself.
yes, live a normal life. Just don't stop with this craziness and just keep it low key. But no,
Denji
no,
can't live a normal life.
I mean, yeah, he's immortal apparently, as we have learned. So he's cooked, right? There's no way.
I mean, I wonder if there is a way at the end because I don't see the manga ending with Denji like living forever.
Yeah, obviously not.
You don't think so?
I don't think so.
It's
I
happened
think
We
I
have
before.
think Denji. I think when he finishes the contract, I think Kushida is gonna be like, okay, you don't need my powers anymore. Bye.
damn,
Po-
harsh,
Pochita goes to
dude.
heaven. No,
Yeah.
not Pochita, dude. Pochita death would actually ruin me, dude. I can't handle
But
Guys,
that would be the perfect
Ochita
ending.
can't die. He's the chainsaw. He's the hero of hell.
That's
Haven't
true.
we heard about it already? Every time he gets injured or dies, he just revs up his engine again and
it. Yep.
goes to do his
He
thing.
gets
Yeah.
back up no matter how many times he goes down.
I don't think Fujimoto would betray that.
Yeah. No, I don't think like Pochita dies, but I think the
Denji
I can
does.
yeah I can see like Denji stop like losing the powers and like
Right.
go back to being a regular human.
Back to being a
There's a
human.
popular theory that he would sacrifice himself at the end of the manga.
Mm.
Denji.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah. Denji sacrificed himself for Asa. Yoru sacrifices
Yeah,
herself
that's
for
the shit.
Us. Yoru sacrifices herself for Us. Denji sacrifices himself. Everybody
Everyone's
sacrifices.
like,
The entire cast sacrifices themselves to save
Aki
Asami
arc
Taka.
number 2.
everybody, everybody wants to save Asa.
yeah.
I will say, okay, initially there were a lot of parallels between Asa and Aki. Those well, there's another one now. But those parallels personally are gone because she's very intentionally trying to fight back and save her own life. She's not
Yes.
suicidal like Aki was. She's
Yep.
the real
I
deal.
mean, wait. She is. She was, at least.
She was, but she's not anymore,
Let's
right?
not forget
Yeah.
that.
Yes.
She was, but let's not forget who changed
Oh,
her life. Yeah.
oh my god.
This is me
Yes.
pushing my acid
Asaden
agenda, okay?
agenda. We're getting
Let me
Asaden
take
back
over.
next chapter somehow, right? Like
Do you
Baram.
think
Please, Fujimoto! This has been 7 months. I am literally living in hell.
I
This
will
is horrible.
I will
Horrible.
say by the lighting logic, there's like no way. I think they're in opposite directions relative to the sun. But
Right. Let's not forget this is dawn right now. It's wait, no.
this is sunset, right? Sunset?
yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
It's sunset, which means that it's gonna be night soon.
It's gonna be
So
night soon.
Yoru.
Is there something with Yoru at night? I don't think there's anything with Yoru.
Yes, her name is
Oh,
literally Night.
okay. That's
Did you
yes,
get
there
that?
is something with Yoru at night. Her name is
I
Yoru.
cannot believe that a
Yeah.
Yoru fan would forget that.
Okay, dude.
Wow.
You're a
She's
fan that speaks
worth.
Japanese.
Yeah, yeah. You forget that. I can't believe that I'm fluent in Japanese and I forgot that. Asa and Yoru, right? This is transition into nighttime. Okay, let's talk
Yeah.
the big question. Sword. Is it happening? Is the room a sword?
Is that really the big question, or I feel like what Baram is saying, like "Kumbaya, come forth, my lord"? I think that's more interesting. No, that's the bigger question.
Okay,
I
let's go
mean,
with
it's still there's a lot of things.
let's go with Barem first.
Yeah,
What's the deal? Is this guy like? All right, this is sort of the big broader question. What's happening next chapter? Of course, that's impossible
yeah.
to know, but you know, we've got a 0% shot here. But let's go with it. What are we getting coming down the pipe Tuesday? It,
I've read a blog on Tumblr that explained this really well. Well, at least it's like their own thoughts, but I thought it was interesting that they connected that the fake Sao man could be like I'm gonna link it after this podcast, but it's really interesting. But what's essentially saying that fake Saman will come and help Denji and Asa because it's
Hmm.
like if we remember correctly, he appeared like before dawn, right? So like in the night,
Yeah.
yeah,
which means that he's more active in the night and like he lets Denji do his thing
he appeared at
during the day.
sunset when Yuko showed up with Yuko,
Yes.
right as the sun is
Yeah.
going down.
Does
Um,
Denji need help though right now? Like Denji is
Uh,
chilling. Asa needs help.
Asa does.
well, okay, here, okay. I have a thing with Fake Saw, man. I do think Fake Saw will show up. That's my call. But I think he's going to show up for
I
Barem.
think so too.
Hmm.
Yeah, probably.
I think
Probably.
Barem's gonna go to jail,
You
and
think so?
It's better that
I think
way.
I think he might escape later on. Do you know the that dumbass Death Note arc where Light goes to jail and then
Mm.
he gets helped by the
What?
Shinigami? I think that's what's gonna happen. Like,
Mm.
it's,
You think we're going to
I think
see a big time devil jailbreak from public
yeah.
safety? Okay. Okay. All right.
That'd be cool.
That was pretty sick. That'd be pretty good.
I
So
think we'll have a fight next chapter. Like, definitely.
you're
Obviously.
wow. Okay, obviously. I'm not so sure. It's
Why not?
why not? Because we want it so bad. That's why.
Well,
That's exactly why we
hey,
all want it so
Ujima
fucking bad.
never lets us have what we want.
No.
He's a real BDSM fanatic, you know what I mean? He knows how to fucking do it, dude. He knows how to do it.
He knows his audience.
Yeah.
I think yeah, I think he knows he thinks we like to be like blue balled,
He
so
thinks
that's what
he's
he does. Like, my audience likes to be blue balled. Let's just let's tease and then not do anything.
well, he gave us a lot. He gave us a lot in the first third, right? Like the
True.
Asa introduction was like everyone I don't know why people were calling it slow because it really isn't at all. Like a lot of stuff happens in that initial arc, which he's proving now by having a long ass arc where like it's just world building, lore, emotions, action getting off screened. Like literally, he's like, "There's action going on, by the way, but I'm just not gonna draw it." You know, like he is.
This is like the opposite of part one.
Yes, exactly. He's
Just
like,
Maybe it's
literally,
better this way now. I feel like we needed some change. I
I,
still love part one, like, obviously.
of
But
course, one of the greatest
we
of.
always
Uh, but I mean, he himself said this is going to be a different type of vibe for part two, right?
yeah.
We're switching it
yes.
up, and It would
I
be
remember when you read that, it was like, it's gonna be a slice of life, like school manga.
please, dude, please.
that's that's
I
what I
wish.
wanted. I was
Okay.
like expecting like Denji to have like friends, and then it'd be all about like Denji trying to protect the human friends, and but no, no, no,
As
that's
if.
not what's happening.
As if.
You're actually gonna make me cry imagining this, dude. Please,
I
dude.
mean, he has kind of his sister,
I mean,
Miri,
yeah,
the
yeah,
cult,
yeah.
Nayuta.
And
the cult
I
guy.
was expecting us to actually see like Denji connect with someone at school that wasn't like part of the devils and public safety and anything, like a normal human. I
You
was
know that's
expecting that.
unrealistic, right?
Well, he
I know,
did.
but I wanted
Oh,
who.
well, Asami Taka. There you go.
But that's the
Well,
thing, like he didn't.
Right,
That
but
I
of
wanted that.
course,
I wanted that. And then of course my expectations was that happens, and then Fujimoto kills that person, because that's what Fujimoto does. That's the realistic
he,
thing to expect.
thus far, part two has not been very lethal.
No, no, that's why they're all
Yuko,
gonna die later.
Yuko,
Actually, we've
right?
been getting like a lot of people that died. We're getting like them back.
Yeah, that's
That
true. Quan Chi's
died.
back, quote unquote, died. Yeah, Quan Chi
mhm.
back, Katana back.
Man,
All
I feel like I've forgotten it already. I just saw us and my brain blacked out.
okay, so I Brem calling is like the last time one of the primal devils showed up. Um, it was night. That was like the major plot
Yes.
point was
Mhm.
It was
falling
the
devil.
same as Falling Devil, right?
Right, it was already nighttime when falling devil showed up to attack Asa, but and chains fake saw's mission for Denji was to survive until dawn, which he failed. Um, he got bailed out
Well,
by Nayuta. You know,
I feel he did survive though.
yes, he
I mean,
survived. He survived long enough to get saved by Nayuta. He did not make it till
Yes.
dawn though. But the implication being that when the daytime comes, this will all be over. So something with these primal devils being summoned at night, something like that, does make sense. The sun is going down,
Yeah.
so I can see it, but I kind of feel like we're going to get Crash said, we're going into the public safety prison. We're going to jail.
Mm.
This is the
we've seen that. But
uh, we. I mean, Denji was in it for a second in earlier,
Mm.
right?
mm.
I
And
feel like Fujimoto did that just for himself.
you think so? That was just for
I mean,
funsies.
that's what I feel like everything that he does is just for himself.
That's true.
Yeah,
Like
probably.
that's always the feel that I get from reading like Chainsaw Man. It's like he's writing whatever he wants. Sometimes it'll make sense like with the normal flow of storytelling beats, and sometimes it won't, and we just have to accept that.
Yeah.
True.
I
What?
mean, I love it. Like, I can't
Yeah,
complain at all. It's
no,
better to
that's
have
great.
an author that just pours so much love into his work.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Speaking of which, this final page. Let's
Yeah,
discuss.
of course.
Asa's arm cut off. You think her arm's gone, or is she
no,
good? No,
No,
no
it's gonna
shot.
come back.
You
yeah,
sound
we're not getting like
disappointed. What?
I mean,
she. In fact, I've seen like the people saying that she would get like the gun from Guts. The, the
yeah, yeah, I've seen that.
That'd be kind of cool. But no, I
Reminds me
think
of
she.
Machine Girl.
Yes,
Yeah,
Machine Girl.
yeah. I think she's
Okay.
gonna get the arm back. Like there's no way she's gonna get a little bit of like blood, and then
Yeah,
I think we
yeah.
don't know. Like we actually don't know if that's how it works though, because we
No,
haven't seen that.
we have seen
We
your
have.
like,
Yeah,
I don't know, constructed her body together
She
at
did. Was
right.
it?
first
But it was
chapter
like that
two.
was when the contract was made, or am I missing something?
Oh,
No,
you're a contract believer. Oh man, you're like me. You think it was a contract? This is hotly
Yeah.
debated topic.
well, duh, I think it was a contract too. I mean, it's
Yes.
stated, no?
Yeah. I mean, I don't think there's no reason for Yoru to ask, right? If it's not a contract.
Mhm.
Right. It's obvious. They kill Chainsaw Man, she returns her body, and until that time, they do
Yeah.
stuff.
That's not
Yeah.
the statement of the contract. The statement of the contract is your body is mine. If you want to live, your body will be mine. It's the contract
Yeah.
Mm.
as stated, which is an interesting one. Um, it's by all lore reasoning, by all logic of like devils and anything we've seen, she should be able to reattach the arm. You know,
Mm-hmm.
if we think of her situation like Denji very early on in part one gets his arm cut off and then it gets reattached, right? So
Right.
Yeah.
I feel like it's more similar to Power, but it might be the same.
yeah, I mean, power could also heal. Um,
Have you seen like any kind of devil that can't heal?
I mean,
I think hybrids, devils, fiends. I think they've
yeah,
all.
they've all regen.
They all can feed.
Yeah.
They all can.
So, and even if Asa has no special powers, if Yoshida is truly Goat Cheetah and did it in one clean cut, even a person can get their arm reattached with surgery. So
That's true.
potentially she'll be okay. Yoshida was not going for the kill, interestingly. Um,
Yeah, he was just trying to prevent her from turning into the apartment into a weapon.
Indeed. Let's talk about that. Do you think the 606 sword is going off or no?
No, no, Fujimoto, yeah, it is.
You think
I
so?
think so. She said she was able to finish. I mean,
We don't
the
know.
sentence. I mean, we see that she was able to finish the sentence at least.
Yes, but
S-
Fujimoto does a very tricky thing. The speech bubble for the word sword, which
is
finishes the
after
summoning, is
after
covering
Fuji,
Asa's arm.
oh yeah, yeah, you're right. So we don't know if she's touching.
We don't know if her arm was intact
Right.
when she said the word sword or not. It's
I
it's
feel it. Maybe it's a red herring. Maybe it'll be like probably not, and we'll see Yoru action instead.
yeah, I think we definitely see Yoru because I think Asa will just pass out, right? Like
Yeah,
with her arm cut off.
Immediately.
There's no way that Asamitaka, uh, you know, I mean, nothing like this has happened to her, right? As far as
Right.
we know, unless there's some more secret backstory. Another Asamitaka flashback. Oh my
Ooh.
god, let's go.
Assassination 1. Let's go.
Please. Uh so there's that ambiguity. Will the sword go off? I don't think so. I think no. I think my main reason for no is that it like turning the room Asa deciding to turn the room into a weapon. Zuzu, you already said this. It's like kind of sad. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
yeah.
So I think her
But
actually doing it.
what you think
Oh,
Fujimoto's not going to do it because it's sad?
well, no, but I think it's like it's too far for her character right now. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? It's
Yeah.
Mhm.
it's
It
like
is absolutely.
it's like that would be a little much for all of a sudden. Like, we know Asa's been getting like a little crazy with all the fame. It would be kind of messed up to take this like main character of the series and just push them this far completely off screen and then have them like really do it.
Exactly. Exactly. I think the same.
Yeah.
It's too early. Too early for that.
Also, from a power scaling perspective, it would be mad disrespect to Yoshida, the longtime devil hunter who traded blows with Quan Chi, right? And is clearly completely dead inside from being a child soldier. Uh,
I don't think he's completely dead, but mostly.
yeah,
Yeah.
he's got serious mental health issues from his life as a public safety devil hunter. For that kid to not be able to make it in time, I mean, that would just be versus like, I mean, okay, Asamitaka, all respect to Asamitaka, but she's just like she's only been doing this for like, you know, 3 months or
Couple
Months.
something.
months.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
she's
What do
doesn't.
you mean 3 months? What
Yeah,
do you mean?
she has
That's
no.
like a month or so.
Yeah, well, there was like a time skip, right? So like, but yeah, like a month and a half, maybe two or something.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah.
Like nothing. Like she doesn't have any training. Like she's just it would be so crazy for her to be able to uh, be faster than Yoshida on the draw. That would be pretty
Yeah.
wild disrespect, although it would be funny. But I don't think so. I think we will get I really have no idea, but let's go into it. What do you think we're getting next chapter? Straight up. What do we see?
Also then, immediately. I'm like, I will continue to say Asaden every chapter because it's like
Every single
this
chapter.
is my kumbaya, okay? This is my kumbaya.
She's summoning it.
Asaden, Asaden, Asaden.
You say it
This
three
is
times, it will
what my life
appear.
looks like now.
This is my life now.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Every week,
Fujimoto did to you.
I pray at my hatred altar for Asaden. Yeah, yeah. I stab my little Fujimoto doll, and I say,
Yeah.
Asaden. Ah.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Okay, but if I'm serious, I think we'll get a Baron POV and Fake Man, and obviously there's a Yoru fight with Yoshida.
Hmm. Okay.
I think it's gonna be mostly Yoru versus Yoshida.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I think it's gonna be. We haven't gotten like a lot of long chapters, and we got a lot of stuff in this one. So I'm expecting Fujimoto to just be like, "Here's the fight," and then maybe the chapter afterwards we get like Barum and everything else.
I see.
That's what I'm expecting.
So you're expecting
Mm,
Yoru versus Yoshida fight.
Yeah,
I
that'd be cool.
I also think we're going to get Yoru chapter. Like I think we are getting Yoru lore. This is my Asaden, you know? Yoru
Oh, I
lore is
see.
my
This is
Asaden.
your kumbaya.
Yeah, this is
Okay.
my Kumbaya. But I think there's a real shot because Asa, arm cut off, she's gonna pass the fuck out, right? Like she's going to go arm
Uh,
cut.
I mean, not immediately, but like maybe.
Why
I
not?
mean, probably.
You get your arm cut off, you might.
I would
Yeah,
automatically just
yeah, you're gonna like people pass out in shock when they get their limbs severed. That's a pretty normal thing
Right. That
that happens.
reminds me, Yoru can take over when Asa feels hurt, right?
She can take over specifically
So it's
when
even more
Asa
plausible.
when Asa feels pain, right? Yeah,
yeah.
she can do it. And Asa's in pain. Asa's gonna be losing consciousness. Yoru hops in. That was the plan anyway, right? Swap
Yeah,
me out.
it was.
Yeah.
So Yoru hops in. Asa's unconscious, and we get the negotiation. You know what I mean? We get we
Yeah.
get the Yoru versus Yoshida stare down.
Oh man,
The
that's so cool.
the conversation like Yoshida had with Fami before, but this time with Yoru. Come on. Come on. Let's see it. Ah, that's what I'd be thinking. I don't know if it'll be a fight necessarily. It might be some fighting, but
Hmm.
I'm hoping praying for your chapter. That's what I'm thinking.
I
I
think
have a
they'll really talk. Yeah, Yoshida.
yeah.
I wonder
I can see that.
how he'll talk with Yoru because so far he's been really like polite
Mm.
to Fami and Nenji overall. Maybe he won't be this time because everyone annoyed him the fuck out.
I think
There's
he's a
been
nice
way
guy. I think
too
he's
much
gonna be
going
nice.
on, right?
You're
I no, I think he's a nice dude.
you think Yoshida's
He's a
good, dude?
polite
You're not a
dude.
Yoshida
A
villain.
polite, a polite dude. Let me just a polite dude.
Ah, yes, a
I don't
polite
think
guy.
he's a villain either, but like maybe he'd be more honest.
Hmm.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Actually,
We
Yeah,
I do have a dumb question that is very unrelated to a lot of it. But let's say that Yoru controls the body, reattaches the arm. The
yeah.
other scars that we've seen from when Asa died are only reflected on Yoru. So you think that the scar from the arm being cut off would just be on Yoru's body?
oh, that's so badass, dude. That's
Oh,
so
that's
fucking sick.
interesting.
I
That'd be cool.
That'd be fucking
Yeah,
sick, dude.
I'd love to see that.
Yoru design power up. Let's go. I love that. Some power scaling on Yoru's character design. Absolutely
Yeah.
sick. Let's go. Well, we will find out all that. I know I was very, I was talking a lot this time. Had to railroad the discussion a little bit to get through everything in this hour, but here we are, 1 hour down, another chapter in the books, an insanely
Yeah.
dense chapter, an insanely exciting chapter coming up. As you can see, we have no idea what the fuck is going on.
Mm.
Could be total
Never.
chaos. We could have a primal devil showing up. We could have Asa's room collapsing. We could have
Man,
Yoshida dying.
conflict.
We could
Could
have
have just
Asa.
Ram singing for 16
Yeah, we
pages.
could have another
If we're
sorrow
lucky, we're gonna
chapter.
get 20.
Please, yeah, yes,
Every
absolutely.
chapter, I'm just praying at this point. Kumbaya. Oh,
Please.
kumbaya.
Oh Lord, kumbaya. With that, we will call it for this another episode of Public Safety Special Broadcast. Thank you to my co-host Crash for coming on and returning civilian agent Zuzu to talk about
Yep.
this Asa back chapter. Thank you everyone for tuned in, and we will see you next time.